We have reports that there were fatalities. We don't have an exact number as yet, but there are reports of fatalities. Earlier, there were no confirmations of that, but certainly now indications that people have died as a result of this earthquake. And that site there of those buildings crumbling and some completely destroyed, repeated over and over again.
If the first thing you see, other than you know, the chaos with people, is it feels the dust. Haiti is extraordinarily dusty in normal times, and because most of the buildings are constructed out of brick, not the kind of brick we have here, but these kind of concrete bricks. And when these things fall, of course, there's even more dust. So the dust is just terrible, terrible, terrible. And getting into Port-au-Prince, it's not like getting into a well-defined city. Of course, you know by now that some of the major sites in Port-au-Prince, the official palace was destroyed. But there are other places that's considered in the city that's equally painful to see destroyed. The pediatric ward of the big hospital completely shattered, so much so that all the children, the babies, are now in tents out in the street, and that's a very painful situation to look at. So we they picked me up and we went through Port-au-Prince to Pétionville. Pétionville, ask any Haitian where they're from in the United States, and they'll probably tell you it's Pétionville. And they may not be always telling the truth, because Pétionville is sort of the suburb. It's the place where the big houses are. It's a place where, you know, the bourgeois live. And indeed, this orphanage is in Pétionville. But there are two Pétionvilles. Just the day before, they had pulled somebody finally out of the rubble, because there's still people under the rubble. There's still people under the rubble in many places. I mean, it is really, really, Monique, a horrendous, almost unspeakable situation. It is. I'm a writer, you know. It's difficult. It's difficult to find the words, really, to describe what I saw. And I have to tell you, as I didn't go there to Haiti believing that, you know, 8-9 weeks after the earthquake that everything was okay. I know Haiti, I know things wouldn't be okay, but I did believe that with the millions and millions and millions of dollars being poured, that we're being told that's being poured into Haiti, all the help from around the world that's being poured into Haiti, I did believe that I would see the beginnings of more permanent structures for people to live in. That really hasn't started happening. And I must say the American Airlines flight I went down in was jam-packed, and it was packed with a lot of volunteers, a lot of nurses. I met some of them later on, some Haitians going back home. As it turns out, this is not an orphanage. This is the home of Roland and Osvaldo Ferdinand, and I would say it has about 3 bedrooms loosely, but it has a lot of other space. in their home, there are 76 people, 65 of them children. Some of the children at the orphanage, they don't even know what their names are. These children are left at the gate, left at the door, and sometimes the children themselves don't know their parents' names. So, you know, you might think of all this as chaos, and yet within those gates, within the confines of that space, I mean, there is so much love and so much caring going on that you don't feel the chaos.
Well, when I heard about the earthquake, it was a huge shock, and I immediately tried to get in contact with my friends that were either in Haiti or the Dominican Republic, and you know, luckily there was no one I knew that was, you know, not there anymore, but houses were lost and material things were definitely damaged from the destruction. And I think it was hard, but it was pretty amazing when I was talking to these people, their ability to fight and to say, you know, yes, this is terrible, and yes, we need help from the rest of the entire world, but we're gonna get through this. And one of my good friends from there, he sort of said, you know, Haitians are strong people, and I completely agree with that. They are strong people. Everything that I've seen from them, their ability to fight all of the hardships that they've faced is truly amazing. And I know that they will get through it, and they will rebuild their country, and that isn't gonna bring them down. So that was pretty awesome to see that resilience in the face of something unimaginable.
It's just remarkable that in an environment that there's so much suffering, there's so much destruction, that people have held on to this culture.
It was cool to see a side of Haiti that maybe you wouldn't necessarily see if you weren't there. You know, you'll see pictures of poverty and you know, people starving and people dealing with that aspect of life, but which is there, and I definitely saw that. But seeing the way that these people are combating that and you know, having this vibrant culture in the face of all the pain that they have to deal with, so that was pretty amazing.